In today's video, I'm going to show you step by step on how to make your leave-in conditioner from the comfort of your home with natural ingredients. This leave-in conditioner will cost you little or nothing to make, and it is very conditioning. This leave-in conditioner makes your hair soft, bouncy, and it doesn't weigh your hair down. If you wish to start making your leave-in conditioner from the comfort of your home, then stick with me. Watch this video to the end. We are going to use the total of 3 ingredients to make this leave-in conditioner. The first ingredient will be aloe vera, fresh aloe vera. You can equally use the store-bought aloe vera if that is what you have. I have already gone ahead to prep the aloe vera by washing it and taking off the bark. Since we are not using the shop-bought aloe vera, the next thing we need to do is for us to blend this and extract the juice. To do that, throw the aloe vera into your blender and give it a quick blend. If you master this, honestly, it will be a big bonus to you because then you can throw away your silicone and paraben conditioners that will end up causing build-up on your scalp. Aloe vera is a moisture magnet. It pulls hydration into your strands while soothing your scalp like nothing else. It's packed with enzymes that fight dandruff and promote hair growth. It makes your hair bouncy and improve the thickness up to 30%. After blending the aloe vera, I'll use my cheesecloth to strain out the juice. There is still lots of particles left in the aloe vera, so if you skip straining it, you're going to regret it because you have particles stuck in your hair. This recipe can help you smoothen out your brittle hair. It is not science, it is just nature. If you're dealing with dryness, your hair is brittle and it is breaking a lot, and you just want something to soften your hair without spending money, this recipe is your best friend. Trust me, once you try this, you will not go back to buying shop-bought products. And this recipe is suitable for a toddler, is suitable for any age. Now let me show you the reason why I say you must strain it. Whether your blender is powerful enough to crush it totally, you must strain it, and this is the reason. Look at all these particles. Just imagine if this gets into your hair, it's going to be almost impossible to get it out completely. Because I want to give the leave-in conditioner some color, I'm going to add some hibiscus petals. This is going to give it that nice pink color you saw from the beginning of this video. It can be deep or light pink depending on what you want. If you want a deeper pink, then you have to let the hibiscus sit longer inside the aloe vera gel. But if you want something lighter, just let it sit for a few minutes before you take it off. We'll keep this aside, then we'll get into the leave-in conditioner base. For the base, we are going to be making use of African raw shea butter. Shea butter is African gold. It is loaded with vitamin A, E, and fatty acid that seals in the moisture and repairs split ends. It creates a protective barrier against heat and pollution. It also protects your hair from the harsh weather condition. Together with aloe vera, your hair becomes unstoppable. They lock in hydration for days, reducing breakage by 70%, giving your hair that fresh feel from home. For the measurement, I use 2 tablespoons. You can use more or less depending on the quantity you want to make. The next thing we need to do is to melt down our shea butter. To melt it, you can do a double boiler method. Put some water in a pot or in a pan. Put your bowl containing the shea butter into the pot and let it gradually melt on the fire. For me, I'll just put it into the microwave. As you can see, it has melted. We are going to take it off, then let it sit somewhere and cool off a bit. Once it gets cold, it will come back to its solid form, so we are not letting it get cold. We are just going to let the temperature come down a bit before we add the next ingredients. If you're going to put yours in the microwave, then do not let it sit more than 3 minutes. I'm just going to transfer this into a bigger bowl so we can have enough space to mix. Once you notice that the melted shea butter is no longer hot, you can now go ahead and add in your liquid aloe vera. I believe I'm making this video as simple as possible for anyone to understand. Now, this is our aloe vera. The hibiscus inside has given it the color we desire. Like I said before, if you want the pink to be deeper, then you can leave it longer, but this is just enough. I so much love the color it gave. The next thing we need to do is for us to use a spatula or a spoon and mix it up. We are mixing to combine the aloe vera and the shea butter. You will notice that the oil and the water is separating, but do not worry, it will come together eventually. You have to mix until you notice both ingredients have started to combine. Because the shea butter is in its liquid form, you can't get that creamy consistency. So what we are going to do is that we are going to put this in a refrigerator for a few minutes. This is to enable the shea butter solidify. So we'll go ahead and whisk it with a hand mixer. Spoiler alert, it was at this point I realized that my hand mixer is bad. But we'll have to keep going. You have to find a way around this. So we are probably going to use our hand to mix it until we get the consistency we need. I'll just go ahead and put this in the refrigerator and I'll be back later. This is my hand mixer. I had a plan to use it for this recipe, but I plugged it and it wasn't coming on, and there's nothing I can do because I don't know what is wrong with it. I will just have to ditch it and use my hand, but it's just going to take longer, but I assure you this video won't be too long. After a few minutes, the shea butter have slightly solidified. Due to the absence of the hand mixer, I didn't let it solidify completely. If I let it solidify completely, it will be impossible to whisk. So I just have to work with this consistency. So be patient enough. Let's whisk it to our desired consistency. While I whisk, let me tell you the few benefits of the ingredients. Aloe vera is rich in water and a natural sugar that can hydrate your hair without making it heavy or greasy. Aloe vera has the ability to draw moisture into the hair. It has a calming effect on the scalp. It contains anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce scalp irritation and itchiness, making your scalp environment healthier for hair growth. Aloe vera helps with softness and sleep. The gel-like texture makes detangling easier and reduce friction against strands, which can reduce breakage. It also supports healthy scalp barrier. A healthy scalp is equal to stronger hair growth condition. Aloe vera is often used in the scalp because of its moisturizing and soothing effects. With the use of aloe vera, some people notice stronger strands because aloe vera contains amino acid and compound that can coat and smoothen your hair. Shea butter, on the other hand, contains fatty acid that can create a protective barrier, helping your hair hold moisture longer. It is super helpful for dry and high porosity hair because coily hair naturally loses moisture faster. Richer moisturizers like shea butter help reduce dryness and snapping. The emollient oil in shea butter helps smoothen out the hair cuticle, making your hair feel softer and look shinier. It protects your hair against environmental dryness. It acts like a shield against sun, wind or dry air. If you notice, our leave-in conditioner is coming together. A quicker way to combine the ingredients is to put it in your blender and blend. That is if you don't mind putting shea butter in your blender. Aloe vera and shea butter works well together. Aloe vera moisturizes the scalp while shea butter seals and protects. Aloe vera hydrates the hair while shea butter locks the moisture so it will last longer. This combination is especially good for people with fussy hair, high porosity hair, dry or damaged ends, or you are in a protective styling routine. You can use this for your twist out, your braid out moisturizer. You can use this as a sealing step after spraying your hair with herbal teas, aloe vera or plain water. One thing I did behind the camera to improve on the thickness was I had to put it in the refrigerator for a few more minutes, and I also added vegetable glycerin. I believe adding vegetable glycerin also helps with the texture and thickness. You can continue mixing it, but this is going to be our final result. This would have been a lot easier if my hand mixer was available. If you have a hand mixer, just let the shea butter solidify properly. That way you maintain the thickness. The best time to apply this is after washing your hair or spraying water on your hair. This recipe is totally safe. There's no age limit. You can use this for anybody. You can use it on a baby. After whisking it to my desired consistency, I went ahead and added some fragrance to give it a nice scent. You can add an essential oil of your choice if you have any. If you are using fresh aloe vera just like I did, which is 90% water, then you need to add a preservative to increase the shelf life. While editing this video, I realized that the clip where I added vegetable glycerin was missing. Unfortunately, I didn't realize my phone wasn't recording. So when you're making yours, ensure that you add in some vegetable glycerin just to add in extra moisture. I also added a few drops of vitamin E oil to preserve it. If you don't have any preservative or vitamin E oil, I advise you to store this in your fridge. Even without the hand mixer, it still came out very nice, though it took more time than it would if I was using the hand mixer. If you have watched those points, then congratulations, you have unlocked the secret to healthier, happier hair. This aloe vera and shea butter leave-in isn't just an ordinary recipe. It is your ticket to softer, healthier hair and more manageability while saving money. Don't just watch, ensure you prepare it. If you will try this, let me know in the comment section. Just type "I will make it." If you do, I'll really appreciate the effort. If this video helped you in any way, please consider smashing the like button, subscribe, and also share this video to your loved ones who you think might need help with their hair. If you have any question pertaining to this video, do not hesitate to drop it in the comment section and I will be there to give you an answer. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you in my next upload. Do have a lovely day. Bye bye.